Best coffee farming practices for maximum farm income, Session 4. This is soil fertility and organic matter management, understanding coffee nutrition requirements. Coffee production removes substantial nutrients from farms. A 1,000 kilogram cherry harvest producing approximately 2,000 green coffee removes roughly 20 kilogram nitrogen, 4 kilogram phosphorus, and 30 kilogram of potassium, plus calcium, magnesium, and micronutrients. Yet most smallholder coffee farmers apply minimal or no fertilizer due to cost constraints. Between $200 and $500 per hectare for environmental programs, creating progressive soil depletion, declining yields, and low-quality coffee. While the minority who do fertilize often use imbalanced programs like excessive nitrogen relative to potassium that produce lush vegetative growth but poor fruit production. Understanding coffee's specific nutritional needs and implementing low-cost organic fertility strategies provides the foundation for sustained high productivity. Coffee requires balanced nutrition, emphasizing potassium that is critical for beans quality, disease resistance, and drought tolerance. Adequate nitrogen for vegetative growth and yield, phosphorus for root and flower development, calcium and magnesium for plant structure and quality, and micronutrients, especially boron and zinc. Organic matter provides slow-release, balanced nutrition, improves soil structure, enhancing root development and water retention, supports beneficial soil biology, and represents the most cost-effective fertility strategy for smaller holders lacking capacity for expensive synthetic fertilizers. The sustainable fertility approach builds soil health through organic matter cycling rather than dependence on purchased inputs. Shade tree leaf litter provides 2 to 4 tons organic matter per hectare annually, decomposing to release between 40 to 80 kilogram nitrogen, 20 to 40 kilogram of potassium, and other nutrients. This free fertilizer from shade systems eliminates or drastically reduces synthetic fertilizer needs. Coffee pulp composting converts processing waste into valuable fertilizer, returning nutrients to the farm instead of polluting waterways. Mulching with grass, prunings, or other organic materials add between 1 to 2 tons organic matter per hectare, conserves moisture, suppresses weeds, and slowly releases nutrients. Cover crops in young plantations add organic matter and fix nitrogen. This organic approach typically costs between $50 to $150 per hectare, primarily labor for composting and mulch application, versus between $200 to $500 for synthetic fertilizers, while building long-term soil health rather than degrading it. Implementing sustainable fertility program. Soil testing establishes baseline facility guiding management. Collect composite soil samples from 0 to 20 centimeter depth. That is coffee's primary rooting zone. After harvest, combining 15 to 20 subsamples from different field locations into one sample per relatively uniform area. submitting to agricultural testing laboratory for analysis of pH, organic matter, NPK, calcium, magnesium, and micronutrients. Soil tests cost between $25 to $60 per sample, but provide invaluable information preventing over-application of adequate nutrients or under-application of deficient ones. Based on results, develop targeted fertility programs addressing actual deficiencies rather than generic blanket recommendations. Organic matter strategies. Implement multiple organic matter sources, creating comprehensive nutrient cycle. Maintain shade trees as discussed in shade section. Raking fallen leaves into piles around coffee trees, concentrating nutrients in root zones, or allowing natural leaf fall creating mulch layers. Compost coffee pulp from processing. Compost coffee pulp from processing. Pile wet coffee pulp, that is waste from removing cherry skin and mucilage, in heaps between 1 to 1.5 meters high, adding carbon material like grass clippings or dried leaves in 3 to 1 ratio. 3 parts pulp to 1 part carbon by volume, preventing anaerobic conditions and excessive moisture. Turning monthly for aeration and allowing between 3 to 4 months decomposition, creating finished compost. Apply between 3 to 5 tons per hectare annually to provide approximately between 60 to 100 kg of nitrogen, 30 to 50 kg of potassium, plus other nutrients, while adding valuable organic matter. Mulching. Apply between 4 to 5 centimeter layer of organic mulch like grass clippings, coffee prunings, crop residues, or other materials around each tree, covering between 1 to 2 meter radius. Replenishing annually as materials decompose, providing weed suppression, moisture conservation, and nutrient release. Let's look at strategic synthetic fertilizer supplementation. For farms unable to provide adequate organic fertility or requiring supplementation during high production years, apply targeted synthetic fertilizers addressing specific deficiencies. NPK formulations emphasizing potassium such as between 12 to 6, such as 12 to 6 to 20 or similar, applied at between 150 to 300 kg per hectare, split into 2 to 3 applications during rainy season, providing 18 to 36 kg of nitrogen, 9 to 18 kilograms of phosphorus, and 30 to 60 kilograms of potassium. Apply in circular bands of 30 to 50 centimeters from tree trunk, where feeder roots concentrate, incorporating lightly with soil, and timing applications before flowering, stimulating flower development, and during fruit development, supporting bean fill and quality. This targeted modest fertilization costs between $102 to $200 per hectare, while organic matter provides the majority of nutritional needs, creating optimal balance of cost effectiveness and productivity. Best coffee farming practices for maximum farm income. Session 5. This is water management and conservation. Click on the link below to watch this inspiring session.